Hello to everyone watching the replay. Super excited. Happy Friday. Hey guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey Amber. Hey Kristen. Hey everyone. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it to another week. Hello, Charla, Nadia, Alicia, Karen, Mayorisha. Sorry if I butchered your name. Johnson, Christine, Michelle, Nora, Casey, Paula from Trinidad. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Super excited for this live. Hey, everyone. So where are you guys from? Where are you guys coming from? Alexa, stop. Where are you guys coming from? Miami. We got Texas. We got France. Oh my gosh. Bonjour. Bonjour. That's all I know. And como allez-vous? Which I'm not sure what that means, but yeah. Detroit in the house. Florida, Massachusetts, California, Georgia, New Jersey. I was just in New Jersey this morning and afternoon. Literally just got home. I don't know how I'm here, but thank God for coffee. Can you guys hear me okay? North Carolina. Hey, Anita. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Kristen. Hey, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you guys for joining me. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into it because it is Friday night, and I'm sure you guys probably have plans. I don't, but hey. So first of all, Texas, Belize. Oh, wow, Belize. I sound great. Okay, awesome. Perfect, perfect. So I don't know if you guys been like following my stories on Instagram or not. If not, definitely follow me at Charmy369. But I just posted that I was at a speaking event up in New Jersey for the New York Society of Cosmetic Chemists. And we had a great discussion around skin and hair care diversity. And, you know, basically, a lot of companies, hair care companies, brands are realizing that, oh my gosh, like there is a lot of people in this natural hair community and we need to cater to them. So a lot of the talk within that event was on obtaining more data and research on our hair. And I feel like that is lacking so much. So I'm super excited that over the next few years, we're going to start seeing some more scientific data on type 4A, type 4B, type 4C hair, which is great, you know? So I'm super excited about that. So more to come for that. But I am curious before we go into this curly hair summer prep / Q&A session, when it comes to like a brand, and this is like, I guess my question to y'all, when it comes to a brand, do you guys prefer Black owned brands or does it matter? Are you guys like, you know, hey, as long as the product works, we're good, you know, like, does it matter to you? Like, comment below or on the side and let me know. I'm so curious to know what, if it matters to you guys or not. 4C in the house. Okay, 4C. You prefer Black owned. It doesn't matter. Always prefer Black owned, both types. Black owned for sure. I prefer Black owned brands, but you're open. Okay, okay. Good product, most important, plus da 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 da. Primarily prefer Black owned. Okay, so a lot of you guys are preferring Black owned. Okay, okay, that's good to know. That is good to know because I'm always curious, like if it matters to you guys or whatnot. But you guys are preferring Black owned brands. Okay, but open to other brands. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So thank you guys for that feedback. I was just curious, just wanted to know. Now let's go into, I got my little notes here, by the way. Let's go into the curly hair summer prep. So I wanted to just share 3 key things as we are going into this summer season. And personally, I feel like we are going to have a really hot summer. I'm in North Carolina and today is like 82 degrees and it's still April. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna have a hot summer. So I wanted to talk about just how to really prepare your hair for the summer. I might take my glasses off because this glare is really getting on my nerves. Or maybe I'll keep them on. No, I'm keeping them off. They're off. Okay, we're here. Okay, so the top 3 things I want to mention with you guys when it comes to just summer prepping your hair. Number one, this summer, you really want to focus on that PMP method. I'm going to kind of reinstate what that means for anyone who may be new, but PMP stands for penetrate, moisturize, and protect. This is a method that I highly recommend for really length retention, but really for obtaining moisturized hair for longer periods of time. As you guys know, that penetrate piece focus on your pre-poo, which is something that I highly recommend before you guys do your wash day. You can pre-poo with coconut oil, palm kernel oil, babasu oil, and this can be left on your hair at a minimum of like 30 minutes. And you can also add heat to it as well when it comes to doing your pre-poo. And I'm out of just curiosity, how often do you guys pre-poo? Like, are you guys team pre-poo or not really? Like, do you guys pre-poo your hair? Because I'm curious. No, Sharon says no. Readings by Jay says always. Yes to pre-poo, yes to pre-poo, do 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 do. Okay, okay. So I would say the majority of you guys pre-poo. Okay, awesome. So for those who don't, that's okay because at the end of the day, you have to do what works best for your hair. Of course, the benefits of pre-poo is that it reduces protein loss and it also is a prevention method for high growth fatigue. And our hair can obtain or our hair can experience high growth fatigue when it receives too much moisture. And when that happens, the cuticles can be lifted and the hair has a really hard time retaining moisture. But when you do pre-pooing, it kind of helps to seal that cuticle even more. So I typically recommend this definitely for anyone who has high porosity hair for sure because the cuticles are highly lifted. So doing that pre-poo step will be ideal. And then the next part of PMP, as you guys know, is the M, which stands for moisture. I typically recommend moisturizing your hair either based off of your hair texture or your hair porosity. So for people who have low porosity hair, liquid based moisturizers, that can be a leave-in or gel cream moisturizers are great. Creams are great as well. For those who have high porosity hair, you're going to want to do something like heavier butters or creams as well to really help with sealing in that hair. And then last but not least is that last P, which stands for protecting, which is really like your sealing oil. You have all this juicy moisture, but you want to lock in all that moisture in. So for someone who has thin hair, so it doesn't feel weighed down, you want to use oils like jojoba, sweet almond, argan, grapeseed, lighter oils. For those who have like thicker hair like me, you can get away with avocado, olive, castor, hemp seed oil, things like that. Let me see if I have any questions. What's the best way to do it? I'm assuming you're referring to pre-pooing. So the best way to do it is on dry hair. So my hair right now, I'm totally due for wash day, but my hair is like my scalp is dirty. But when I do a pre-poo, I'm literally sectioning my hair, in fours or whatever makes it easier for you, and I'm applying coconut oil, which is my pre-poo of choice, to the hair. I don't put it on my scalp. I avoid my scalp, but I will put it on the cuticle, my hair itself. I will then put like a plastic cap on, put that on for maybe like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I've even done it overnight and it worked great then, but I would say at least 30 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to take that plastic cap off, get in the shower, rinse my hair, and then proceed to shampooing my hair. So that I would say like the best way to do it. Does pre-poo hair, does pre-poo work for relaxed hair? Totally, definitely. I want to say pre-poo hair works for all hair types because if we're trying to avoid excessive water entering into the cuticle, which can then lead to protein loss, you definitely want to take advantage of that because on your wash day, as I mentioned before, your wash day is where your hair is going to experience the most amount of water all at once. So the best way to protect your cuticle is by doing pre-pooing. So yes, for relaxed hair and natural hair. What is recommended for pre-poo? You have a few options. Excuse me. You have coconut oil, you have palm kernel oil, you have babasu oil, murro butter, and palm kernel oil. Did I say that already? I think I did. But those are your options. And I recommend those because those oils are very small molecular wise, so they're able to penetrate into the cuticle and really help to prevent excessive moisture from getting into the cuticle because the cuticle is already filled up with that penetrating oil. I hope that makes sense. You recommend many products. Is okay to use many different products on hair or just one? I recommend using whatever works. I'm not the type of person where I'm going to stick with a whole brand. Like, for example, my go-to shampoo right now is the As I Am Pomegranate Luxe shampoo. My conditioner right now, I've been really liking the Function of Beauty conditioner. And then I also love my Aussie Moist. So I love my variety. So no, you don't have to stick with one brand. I mean, brands want you to, because when you're buying their stuff, that increases their profits, but you don't have to. Always do what works best for your hair. How often do you mix hair with water? Whenever it's dry. Whenever it's dry, or you just need like that extra oomph pick me up. Like right now, my hair is like really like I could totally use a mister right now, but whenever it's dry and you want like a pick me up, I do recommend that. Yeah. Mm, all right, let me see. Do you ever use Ayurvedic mask on your hair? No, I've never used I said Ayurvedic mask. I have not. The only mask I've used is Rasul clay because it's packed full of silica, and silica is amazing because it helps to strengthen the follicles. Okay, it looks good to you. Thanks, Amber girl. Thanks, girl. Okay, I'm trying to get back to my lesson. So number one, curly hair summer prep, PMP. Super important. You can find more information about that on my channel on the PMP method. I think it's called A Better Way to Moisturize Your Hair. Look up that video. You will see all the details about PMP. Okay. Number two, scalp and hair prep. All right. This is the second key, I guess, tip for curly hair summer prep. A lot of you guys are going to be doing protective styles this summer. A lot of you guys are currently doing it right now, but I tend to see that a lot of us do protective styles in the summer because we're traveling and we're not trying to be on vacation doing our hair. Okay. We're trying to have these braids in and keep it moving. So with that being said, you want to make sure that prior to you get braids in your hair, lace front, whatever it may be, where your hair is, going to be resting or protected, you do some serious TLC. So you want to do a really good wash day. Make sure your scalp is cleansed, okay, really, really well. You don't want any product buildup on your scalp, anything on your scalp, prior to getting your braids in or whatever you decide to do. The second thing I will say is you want to do a really, really good deep conditioner because once again, your hair will be tucked away. It's going to be protected. So you really can't get to your strands like you want. So doing a great deep conditioner would be ideal. I would say, a conditioner, any regular conditioner can turn into a deep conditioner just by adding heat and increasing the time. Okay. So if you have a conditioner that you absolutely love, you can use that as a deep conditioner as well. Okay. And the other thing I will say is a part of having cleansed scalp, cleansed hair, deep conditioned hair prior to your protective style is if you have braids, to kind of avoid the itchiness that does tend to happen, I recommend using or creating your own DIY type of oil. You can use jojoba oil or hemp seed, something really light, nothing too heavy, but add a few drops of tea tree oil. I see y'all questions. I'm gonna get to them in a second. Add a few drops of tea tree oil to that oil. Blend maybe 5 or 10 drops of tea tree oil to a small little DIY thing of jojoba or hemp seed, and use that throughout the day or throughout the week when your scalp needs some extra TLC. And I've had braids and twists in my hair where my scalp just feels really dry and sometimes itchy, a little bit of flakiness will, arise. So having that oil on hand will help tremendously. All right. So I highly recommend that. before I continue, let me pause, get to these questions real quick. Um, do you recommend a gel that does not dry out your hair for high porosity 4C and kinky hair? Yes, I actually just did a video last Friday. I really love this gel. It's called the Trust Life. What is it called? Is it the Curl Maker Gel? Curl Definer Gel. Trust Life Curl Definer Gel. I love it because it has flaxseed gel in it and it has aloe vera juice. That combination is just so juicy, moisturizing, and the flaxseed gel is giving me some awesome definition. So I highly recommend that. Um, yeah, that's the only gel I've been using lately. I think, yeah, that's the only one. So I would highly recommend that. Of course, my stylers, they fluctuate depending on my hair and how I feel. But right now, based off of your question, I would recommend that one. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get to a few more questions before I move on. What causes your hair to thin out at the crown only? So it could be hormonal. Okay. It could be menopausal, depending on how old you are. It could be that. Number one. Number two, it could be any like tight style that you kind of have, like a tight bun or some braids or any type of stress that your hair or this part of your hair is experiencing that can lead to thinning. So I would say be mindful of those things. And if you are experiencing thinning, looking for like a hair growth oil that has like peppermint or pumpkin seed oil, rosemary, those essential oils are great. Or even like a scalp serum that has peptides within them can also help with getting that thickness going. Castor oil is great as well. Rinse out the ACV, rinse or not. You can totally rinse it out. I recommend rinsing it out because that stuff is pretty strong unless you want to walk around smelling like vinegar. I mean, so I recommend rinsing it out. So yeah. All right. Do I noticed a ring on the marriage finger. Congratulations. Girl, this my right hand. This my left hand. Okay. All right. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Last thing I'm gonna say is oh yeah. Apart from jojoba peppermint oil for your scalp, Pattern Beauty scalp serum. It's amazing. Okay. Why? Because if your hair is dry, sometimes the oil may not be enough. Like you may actually need some legit moisture for your scalp when you guys are having your protective styles in. Pattern Beauty Scalp Serum is amazing because the first ingredient is water, second ingredient is glycerin, aka moisturizing. Okay, so I highly recommend that for your protective style if you have a dry scalp. And then for your protective style, 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. Anything after that is too long. You need to get to your scalp. You need to get to your hair after 6 weeks. I don't recommend leaving in braids, lace fronts, anything over 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. And then last but not least, before we go into the official Q&A session, my last tip for you guys for curly hair summer prep is going to be water. Drink tons and tons and tons of water. If you guys are consistently drinking water, I kid you not, within 30 days, you're going to see a huge improvement in your face. I mean, your skin is going to be glowing, okay? And your hair is going to be flourishing. Because remember, our scalp is like dirt. Our hair is like flowers. And when we're watering it consistently, you're going to get some beautiful flourishing blooms going on, So I highly recommend increasing your water intake this summer. You don't got to wait till the summer. You can start today. I recommend, well, I can't say recommend, but I have my top 2 waters. I love Essentia. You can find that anywhere, but it's such a great alkaline water, so tasty. And then my second recommendation is Fiji. I love this because it has silica in it. And I'm not sure if Essentia has silica, but this has silica. And silica is great because it naturally strengthens your follicles. And when you have follicles that are strengthened, that means that you have less shedding. Okay. So yeah, those are my 3 summer curly, what I call it? Curly hair summer prep tips. I might make an actual video, like a legit formal video, like really breaking these things down. But I wanted to give you guys this really quick before we go into our Q&A session. Which starts now. So let's get to these questions. Um, let's see. Should you steam 4C hair, porosity hair? And really quick, if I miss your question, just put it back in there. So yeah. Where'd it go? I just lost it. Okay. Should you steam 4C hair? So should you steam 4C high porosity hair? Um, you can if you see that your hair needs that extra moisture because you're going to get that from a steam treatment. But I would just say this: once you're done with your steaming and when you go to like your leave-in conditioner, make sure you are using like a heavy sealant. I'm assuming you have thick hair. If not, then don't listen to this. But if you have thick 4C high porosity hair, you want a heavy sealant to lock in all that moisture. Because what's the point of you doing all that great sealing or steaming and you don't, retain that moisture? So I highly recommend just, having a good sealant that can be hair grease, avocado, castor, olive, things of that nature. All right, let's see. Um, Relaxed hair is most likely high porosity because it has gone through a chemical process. That is true. That is true. Um, Hair lotion you like beside the Kuza one. I like, believe it or not. Okay, so Bronner Brothers. I know I just went super old school on y'all, but Bronner Brothers has like a hair moisturizing lotion. It's like in a pink and white bottle. I just picked that up from the store recently and I really love that moisturizer. And I used it way back in the day when I was relaxed and I was like, let me pick this up and see how it responds on my natural hair. And it's really good. I started to bring it down here too. I should have, but the Bronner Brothers moisturizing lotion is pink and white bottle. Is awesome. Can you have both low and high porosity hair? Kelly B, that's a great question. You totally can because I low key feel like I do. I'm starting to realize that I'm having different textures of high and low porosity hair. So depending on what your hair has experienced in the past, depending on any type of damage, depending on moisturization, that can make the cuticle fluctuate. So for me, I think I have high porosity hair in the front. Whereas the back of my hair, I feel like is more low porosity. So I do believe that depending on certain sections, you can have different porosities. My recommendation for that, just so you're not like overwhelmed, is focus on the porosity that is the most prominent. So even though my front is, I think, a bit high porosity, the majority of my hair is low. So I'm going to focus on that low porosity products versus high porosity products. That was a great question. What do you think about using bamboo internally and externally? So I haven't seen any result like or research done in regards to bamboo externally or internally, but apparently that is also known for strengthening the follicles as well. So I would say if you find a product that has bamboo extract or within it, I think it's worth checking out to see how your hair responds to it. To be honest, though, more than likely it's going to be in there at a marketing level, meaning less than 1%. So it may not even be that efficacious. But I would say it's worth checking out because who knows, your hair might, really respond well to it. What protective styles would you recommend for low porosity hair? So honestly, the same thing I would for high porosity hair. That can be a buns, that can be braids, passion twists, um, lace fronts. Like anything that you deem suitable for your hair is completely fine. The only thing I would say is make sure that whatever you get is not like super tight on your scalp. And if you get braids or twists, make sure that they are not like the teeny tiny ones because those have the most stress on the scalp. So make sure they are at least medium or like the jumbo size. Oh wow, I need to scroll down. Sorry, I'm way up. All right, let's see. Let's see. Does sodium lactate remove moisture from the hair to put back into the air, like glycerin? I heard it's a humectant. Um, so glycerin is a humectant. It draws moisture from the air and to the hair, not the reverse. So sodium lactate does act similar to glycerin. Glycerin is used more in the hair care industry because it's very efficacious and it's also very cheap. So you'll see glycerin more, but sodium lactate is known as a humectant. But basically, what it does, it draws moisture from the air into the hair, not the opposite. Let's see. Would you recommend spraying water on the hair? Too many trips to the ladies' room when you drink water. Yes, you can definitely spray water on your hair. I actually used to put my leave-in conditioner in a water bottle, shake that up, and kind of create like my own little DIY hair milk and use that for like hydration, especially in the summertime. And that was great for like retaining moisture and lip retention as well. So yes, you can definitely add water on your hair. When you do the LCO method, can you redo the LCO method when your hair becomes dry? Yes, you totally can. Because think about it, we all have a moisture cycle. So actually, let me go back. When you put lotion on your skin, right? Within a day or two, you're going to put more lotion on your skin, So it's almost like the same thing. Like, even though that lotion was put on your skin on Monday, you can still put additional moisture on Tuesday, the next day, or your hair, not your hair, your skin will be dry. So the same thing applies to our hair. You can do the LCO method on Monday, but if you find that your hair is dry on Wednesday, repeat that process to replenish that moisture. So yeah, because once again, we all have moisture cycles. Mine is every 2 days. I have to reapply my moisturizer. For some people, it's every 5 days. You have to find what works for you. But yes, you can definitely reapply your moisturizer, the LCO method, all of that, because once again, our hair is very similar to our skin. What do you think about shampoo bars, like like rubbing the bar on your hair and scalp versus lathering it up in your hands first? I mean, I think it's fine, honestly. I don't have too much honestly, I don't have a lot of experience with, shampoo bars. Once again, I think they're okay. My only concern is if they are pH, you know, complementary for our scalp. Like that's my only concern. Like if it's ideal for our scalp, that shampoo bar, because a lot of these shampoo bars tend to be higher than 5.5 pH wise. So that would be my only concern about that one. As far as like it damaging the hair, like that rubbing, I don't see any risk with that. But like I said, my only concern is the pH. Like, what is the pH of that shampoo bar when it's mixed in with water and whatnot? Is that going to be ideal or not? Because that's really the key factor there. Just joined. Awesome. Congratulations on the New Jersey event. Thank you, Fabiola. I appreciate it. I have very rough gray natural hair. How can I make it softer? So, Donna, my question to you is what is your regimen? Like what kind of regimen do you have? Are you pre-pooing, shampooing, deep conditioning? Are you consistently moisturizing your hair on a daily basis? Do you know your moisture cycle? Do you have a moisturizer that your hair responds well to? So I would say if you can answer those questions, that will really determine why your hair is dry. More than likely, it's either regimen based or product based. So, for example, if my hair was rough and dry, I would make sure that I have a consistent regimen and I would have a product. So, for example, I mentioned the Bronner Brothers moisturizing lotion, and then also the Kuza black castor oil moisturizing cream are, really my top two moisturizers for the past 6 months now. And also the Aussie Moist leave-in conditioner. So it could be regimen based or it could be product based. So I think once you kind of narrow those two down, you should see a difference in your hair. I hope that helps. Is it okay to mist your hair with infused lavender water as opposed to just water? Yes, you can totally do lavender water, rose water, coconut water, aloe vera juice. All of these are considered hydrating waters. And I talk about them in the Natural Hair Care Wisdom flashcards um, on my website, curlychemistry.com. And I have a section on the flashcards focusing on hydrating waters and how they benefit the hair. But yes, In your case, lavender water is completely fine. All right. Um, how can we know if glycerin is made of coconut versus palm oil or something else? I ask because I am allergic to coconut. So you won't really know unless you like connect with the brand, because the brand would have that information where their glycerin is sourced from. Like, where is it really coming from? The brand would know that. They may tell you that, but more than like, yeah. Well, they should tell you that because it's all about ingredient transparency, and you as a consumer should have access or should be able to ask those type of questions. So if there's a brand that you really, really love and you're like, dang, I don't want to give up this conditioner, I need to find out what the source is of this glycerin, I would say connect with the brand, and they should be able to connect with their supplier to find out where that source is. But I will say this too, if you are allergic to coconut, I would just low key avoid it altogether just to be safe. So I would say do those two options: connect with the brand or just avoid it altogether. And there's some really great products out here that don't even have coconut oil within it, But once again, just look at that ingredient list, and that will help tremendously. Sending much love from South Africa. After learning hair care techniques from your channel, my hair definitely grew thicker and longer. Thank you. May God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm giving you a hug. It's a virtual hug. Oh man, I just had a question. I lost it. Okay. Someone had a question about how to increase thickness. Okay, here it is. How to increase thickness due to hair loss slash alopecia. Jacqueline, I want you to check out a video I did about 2 weeks ago on alopecia, and it's super detailed. I'm talking about like the follicles and the scalp and the hair and our bodies and different treatments and methods that you can start like today. So I highly recommend that. A lot of things I mentioned in that video focused around pumpkin seed oil, which is great for androgenic alopecia, which is something that a lot of women experience over the age of 40. And I also mentioned peppermint oil, which has been known and research has shown to help reverse signs of alopecia with consistent usage. So long story short, check out that video and I hope it helps. Mm, have you ever heard of sugarcane juice for hair? No, I have not, but that sounds really good because sugar is a humectant, which means it's going to help to draw moisture into the hair. What are your thoughts on Curlsmith products? I've only used their leave-in conditioner. I like the leave-in conditioner. I haven't tried anything else in their line, but the ingredients look pretty good based off of what I've seen. Do essential oils go bad in water when used as a mister? I wouldn't say the essential oil is going bad. It's just more so water can sometimes just do funky things over time. Um, but if you're noticing that the smell is off, then I would just discard it completely. Like that's typically my thing when it comes to DIY things. If it starts to smell funny, look funny, if it's after like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I would just trash it. What is the best protein treatment for natural 4C hair? Two, I would say. The Olaplex #2 conditioner protein treatment. I recommend that. Or the Apogee 2-minute conditioner, and they have a heavier protein called 2-step conditioner. Typically, anytime I'm going to get my hair straightened, which is rare, even though I just got it done, but prior to that, I didn't get it done for like 5 years. But any type of thing I'm going to do to my hair that may be a little bit more, stressful to my cuticles, I go for the Apogee 2-step because it's a little bit more hardcore. Thank you for all your info on high porosity hair. It's so valuable. Thank you. Thank you, guys. How much would it cost to hire you as a chemist? Go to curlychemistry.com. I do have consultations for anyone who wants to start a hair care line. Let's see. I have a conditioner that has silicones in it. Is that bad for low porosity hair? No, I think silicones are amazing. I think they are great. I am so sad that people don't like them, but no. Silicones are great because all that juice, that juicy moisture within that conditioner, that silicone is going to help to lock in that moisture. You know, it's going to help with moisture retention. So, and it's going to help with slip too. You're going to get some amazing slip with a silicone and a conditioner. So, are they bad? No, they're not bad. Mm, what does it mean if butters and creams are too thick on your hair? It just means that you just have to find something different. If it's a butter, I'm assuming you're using that to lock in moisture. I would switch to an oil, like a lightweight oil, jojoba, grapeseed. For creams, if you're using that for a moisturizer, I would switch to like a gel cream. Aussie Moist Leave-In Conditioner is a perfect example of that type of texture, or a liquid like conditioner, or I'm sorry, a liquid moisturizer versus a cream. So there's nothing wrong with your hair. It's just switching it over, Um, butters and creams and just products are not one size fit all. We kind of have to find what works best for our hair, and a lot of that has to do with porosity and the thickness of our hair. So I think doing, a few little switches will be super helpful. Have I tried agave yet? I have not tried agave. I have not. How are you guys using agave? Camphor. How are you using it? Because I know because when I think about agave, I think about honey. So how are you using it? This is an old school product, Pink Luster's moisturizer. I never really cared for it. What do you think about it? I think Pink Luster's moisturizer is a pretty typical, hair moisturizer. Now, what makes it what it is because I want to say it has mineral oil in it as a second ingredient. I could be wrong, but I think that's a second ingredient, mineral oil. And the reason why they formulated that way is because about 50 to 60% of that formula is water. So you're going to get that moisturization, but then they have about maybe 15 or 20% mineral oil within it to lock in that moisture. However, just like any other product, not everything works for everybody. I know some people who still to this day use not mineral, use the pink lotion, but then there's some people who just don't like it at all. So I think it just depends on your hair itself. But yeah. Can you give us the website? Yes, curlychemistry.com. Curlychemistry.com. All right. I'm trying to get to please answer my question. I'm looking for your question. Okay, here we go. Uh, can Apogee 2-step reverse severe heat damage? From my personal experience, no. It helps, but it doesn't like restore it 110%. I got really bad heat damage like 5 years ago. My hair was like it was like curl, straight, curl. Like that's exactly what it was. And it just the guy who did my hair, it was fried. It was fried. So I will say that it did help certain parts of my hair that were not severely fried, but the ones that were like done KO, deceased, they didn't revive back. So there's that. Let's see. Can you add honey to a hair cream? Yes, you can if you're making it. Hold on, guys. Okay. Can you use honey as a add honey to a hair cream? You can definitely add honey to a hair cream if you're doing like a DIY type of thing. But once you add it, like in like a bowl or something, I would just discard it after that. So just take what you need and then discard it. What's the best leave-in conditioner for thinning hair with a lot of slip that won't cause buildup? I like kinky curly because great slip, but it causes buildup. Y'all gonna probably get tired of me saying this, but Aussie Moist leave-in conditioner, fullness of joy. I do recommend that for you because it's not a heavy leave-in conditioner. Is very light, but it's also very, very moisturizing. So I would definitely recommend that. How do I know if my hair needs a protein treatment? So, if your hair needs a protein treatment, it could be a number of things. It could be breakage. If your hair is like breaking a lot, it could be that you need protein to your hair. A really good telltale sign is to take a piece of your hair, like let's say you're combing your hair and you have like a shedded piece of hair, stretch it. If you find that you're stretching it and it just keeps on stretching and it doesn't come back to its original form, more than likely you need a protein treatment. Okay. Hi from the UK. Hi, UK. What time is it in the UK? It is officially 7:13 here. Is distilled water harmful to the hair? No, it's not. It is not harmful to the hair. After midnight. Okay, I'm trying to go up to see what I missed, any questions I missed from earlier. Do you like Camille Rose or Mielle products? I like Camille Rose Curl Maker Gel. That's another gel I used to use like a year ago. That's a really good product. I haven't gotten to Mielle Organics before, but I know a lot of people do love that brand. Okay, I see. Glycerin removes moisture from hair to put back into the air if there is no humidity in the environment. I've heard that before, but I haven't seen any like truth to that. I think it depends on the formula because when we think about glycerin, it's not just glycerin, like 100% glycerin. It's glycerin mixed with other ingredients within that formulation. So I think it's going to vary. So I would say that if you notice that when you use a product that has glycerin in it, that your hair becomes drier when there is no humidity in the environment, then just discontinue that product. But once again, I think it depends on the formulation itself because it's not just glycerin alone in that formula. And it also depends on your hair type as well. And does sodium lactate act the same since it is a humectant? It does act the same, but I feel like glycerin is more for the hair versus sodium lactate. Even though it is a humectant, I just think that glycerin performs better inside of a hair care product versus sodium lactate. I hope that helps. Okay, I'm gonna ask a few more questions before I head out here. Is your book on Amazon? No, it's not on Amazon. It is only on curlychemistry.com. Mm, what's a good moisturizing deep conditioner hair mask for low porosity hair? So it's not a mask, but I think it's super, super moisturizing. Suave makes a really good conditioner, tons of slip, tons of moisturization. It's the Suave Almond and Shea conditioner. That one is super, super good. What else? What else? I would say Pattern Beauty has a really good conditioner as well. And then, of course, my beloved Aussie Moist Avocado conditioner is also great as well. What's your favorite gel and why? My favorite gel, like I said before, right now it is the Trust Life Curl Definer Gel because it is super moisturizing, but it's great for defining the hair as well. Do you know if clove oil promotes hair growth? I haven't personally used clove oil, but I know a lot of people who do use it. Like they love it for their hair and they're making oils out of clove oil. So I think there may be something to it. I personally just haven't seen any results because I haven't tried it. right, I'm trying to find a few more questions before I head out. Hope you guys are enjoying this Q&A session. Let's see. Do you think Aussie Insurance leave-in conditioner and spray still is good? Is that what you meant? It has a whole button C kelp. I actually tried the Aussie Insurance leave-in conditioner 2 weeks ago, and I was actually surprised at how soft my hair was immediately. So yeah, I think it's a good product. I think it is. I might have to do a video on that. I'm glad you mentioned that. I need to write that down. Aussie Insurance. Thank you so much for answering. You're welcome. You are welcome. What's good for bald spots for black male hair? So, honestly, I'm going to say if you want to do your own type of DIY thing, creating like a DIY oil with either hemp seed oil or jojoba oil, or combine them two together, 5 to 10 drops of peppermint oil, apply that to your scalp or to that spot a few times a week. Take a before and after photo to track your progress. Peppermint oil and jojoba and hemp seed are great for just kind of getting the follicles stimulated to get some hair growth growing. So that would be my recommendation. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Shalon. What was the name of the gel? It is Trust Life. Maybe I can type this in here. Trust Life Curl Definer Gel. Did I go through? Yes, that's it. Mm. Oh, that's a really good question. How can I keep pressed hair moisturized? Ooh, that's tricky because if you think about it, moisture is water, right? And that's like the last thing you're trying to do when your hair is straight, right? So what I did, I can tell you what I did because I had my hair straightened about a month ago. I Anytime my hair felt like kind of well, okay, let me go backwards. Prior to me stressing my hair, not stressing my hair, pressing my hair, straightening my hair, I did a really deep conditioner, okay, and an awesome leave-in conditioner to really get that moisture in my hair. So I started off with moisturized hair. That's number one. Throughout that straightening slash pressing process, like day one, my hair is straight. Day two, my hair is straight. No water came in contact with my hair, which I know sounds crazy because it's like how, but that's kind of, if you're trying to maintain that style, you really can't moisturize your hair because your hair is going to get frizzy and it's going to ruin the style. So I would say this for pressed or straightened hair, it's just a style. It shouldn't really be like long term, especially if you're natural, because once again, you want to get moisture to the cuticle. So what I did was I used like a very light oil, like jojoba or hemp seed. I think I used pumpkin seed oil too on my hair, and that kind of helped to keep it going without it like feeling brittle and dry. So it's definitely a tricky topic, but if you want to maintain your style, technically you can't really moisturize it because moisture is water. All right, let's see, two more questions. What is good for scalp inflammation? I love that question, Trina. Number one, I would look for peptides. Peptides are great because, and I want to say, is it the Ordinary? I think the Ordinary has I think it's called high density scalp serum, but they have peptides in that formula. And peptides are known for reducing inflammation within the scalp, which then stimulates hair growth. So I think peptides are amazing. And also pumpkin seed oil is also great for that as well. So yeah, but I would look into peptides. Like if you Google hair growth peptide serum, you should get some different options, but check out the Ordinary because that has peptides within it. Okay, one more question, then I'm out. Okay. Okay. I'll do two questions. Okay, what are your thoughts on ACV? ACV, I think, is amazing for clarifying the hair, the scalp. I think it's for, I think it's great for pH balance of the scalp. It's amazing because a lot of scalp conditions, a lot of people who say my hair isn't growing, I'm having a hard time growing my hair, or my scalp is doing really weird things, I got dandruff. A lot of it is because the pH is completely off. So ACV rinses are amazing. Of course, you want to dilute them. I have like a little recipe in the Natural Hair Care Wisdom flashcards, but you want to dilute that. Like you don't want to put that directly on your hair, but ACV I think is amazing. It is acidic. Our hair, our scalp is acidic, so it has a nice little synergy going on with it. But you're gonna see amazing, just like an improvement in your hair health, in your scalp health if you incorporate ACV rinses into your regimen. You can do this on every wash day or once a month. And this person who's like, please answer. Okay, Paula, I got you. How do you remedy the effects of hard water without installing a filter? Does an ACV rinse after washing help remove the minerals? Yes, you can totally do ACV. I do recommend adding a filter, though, to be completely honest with you. But if you can't do that, then definitely do some level of ACV rinsing. Will be ideal for removing any extra oomph off of your cuticle. All right. All right, all right. I'm gonna have to do this more often because, um, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this more often. I mean, do you guys want more lives like this? Like, because part of me is like, maybe I should do like 3 traditional videos and then 1 live a month. What's your feedback? What do you guys want? Let me know. Yay or nay? Yes. Micaela says yes. Sophia says yes. Antonia says yes. Coco Puff says more lives. Sharon says yes, please. Essie says yes. Celeste says yes. Veronica says yes. Rachel says yes. Beverly says yes. Casey. Every all y'all say yes. Okay, great. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you guys. And my video quality is going to be improving soon. I mean, I'm about to get a new computer that has like the 1080 HD or whatever. So, small beginnings, but it's okay. It's all good. But yeah. So okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. Love the lives. Oh, okay. Tim Henson says 2 lives a month. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. We're gonna do it. It looks great. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Last question. I'm getting ready to plan out my YouTube content for May, June, July. What are some topics you guys want to learn more about? It can be about ingredients, it can be about products, it can be technique, like whatever. Like comment below really quick and just kind of let me know, what do you want to see more of? What topics do you want me to talk about or teach about? And I'm definitely saving this live, by the way. Gray hair care, okay? Definitely, I want to tap into gray hair care. CCCA, being misdiagnosed, okay. Can you do a video on your hair regimen? Yeah, I totally can. I'm sorry, my hair looks kind of like, it looks so dry because it is dry. It's wash day for me. But yeah, natural ingredients, techniques. Thank you, Kelly B. Hair color, vitamin D hair loss, that's a good one. High porosity, gray hair care. Okay, cool. Okay. Extreme high porosity, wash and go techniques. Yvette says ingredients, products. Okay. Is Care a good shampoo? I think Care is a great brand. I would look at the reviews. I haven't seen the ingredient list for the Care shampoo, but I would say look at the reviews. If they are 4 and up, then that's a good sign. And I would go to a place where you can buy the product, and if you don't like it, return it. Sephora does that, Ulta does that, Target does that. I don't know if Walmart does that, but that's a good tip. If you guys are trying something new, go to a place where they can return it, where you can return and get your money back if it don't work for you. Techniques, hair thinning, henna as a protein. How to determine, I know I said last question, here I am answering more questions. How to determine if a product delivers its promises based on its ingredients. You really won't know until you try it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can find a place where you can purchase your product, where you can return if you don't like it, that would be ideal because you really won't know until you try it. Of course, I talk about the top 5 ingredients being the functional ingredients. So I would say look at those functional ingredients, and if you see that those ingredients are good, and you'll know that they're good based off of Curly Chemistry content, the Natural Hair Care with some flashcards, and the Curly Girls Guide to Hair Care Ingredients at curlychemistry.com, where I teach you guys about ingredients for your hair. Then that will help determine if that product will be good for you. But really, the ultimate test is when you actually buy the product and try it. Your hair looks great. Thank you so much, Sharon. Your views on Jamaican castor oil grease. I think Jamaican castor oil is awesome. Um, but the brand matters because I know some people who have tried Jamaican black castor oil and it irritated their scalp. So be careful with that. Sally's does it. Okay, cool. So Sally's, if you buy a product at Sally's and you don't like it, you can return it. But don't be like the people who you use the product and it's like down here. Don't do that. Like, nah, but not down here. Thank you, Antonia. Okay, styling techniques, reducing frizz. Okay, and I'm saving the live chat too, so I'm gonna go back and take notes on what you guys are suggesting. So, yeah, Jamaican black castor oil irritated my scalp. I made to try out a new brand. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. This was fun. Thank you, all 179 of you guys. I appreciate you being here. Thank you guys for just being a part of this Curly Chemistry community. I love you guys, and it is an honor for me to share my knowledge with you guys because what would I be if I kept all this to myself? Like, what? No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to share what I get. I'm going to share with you guys. So thank you so much. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, I like that question, dear. I'm gonna answer it, then I'm gonna go. Effects of using parabens on your hair and your skin. Parabens are not that bad, y'all. Okay. Parabens are not that bad. Parabens are bad for the environment, but they're not bad for us. Why? Because parabens are really large, so much so that they can't even penetrate into our skin to do any harm. I know the big myth is parabens causes cancer and breast cancer, but there's no that data, like there's no data to prove that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like was talked about, but there was no scientific sound data to prove that. But someone took it and ran with it, which happens a lot in the beauty industry, unfortunately. So, but yes, parabens are too large to penetrate into the skin to do any harm to us, but they are bad in the environment because parabens are preservatives and their job is to kill off bacteria. And if we use parabens in our shampoo conditioner, when they go down the drain and get in our water system, they're killing off bacteria, including the good ones that we need. So that's why it tends to be bad for the environment, but not bad for us. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Thank you. Good information. You're welcome. Enjoy your weekend. May you be more blessed. Thank you so much, M. Johnson. I appreciate that. Try out agave nectar on your hair. Okay. I'm going to try, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. Agave. What is it? Okay. Nectar. Got it. See? Boom. It looks backwards for y'all, but I have it. I'm going to try it out. To God be the glory. Thank you for putting your talent to helping everyone. Praise God, Deb. Thank you. I'm so glad I can be a vessel. Seriously. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Really quick, if you guys can like this video, I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys for liking it. I'm at 103 likes right now. Can we get to 110? Can we do 110 likes? Oh, we had 110. Okay. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to go 118. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hearts. All the hearts. I can just stay all night with you guys, but I know y'all got stuff to do. Like, I need to wash my hair. I got, yeah. Can you please do a review on shampoos for 4C hair? I can. If you have any suggestions, comment below and I can do that. Oh, someone just brought a natural hair care wisdom flashcard and a curly the natural hair wisdom flashcards and the curly girls guide to hair care ingredients. Thank you so much, Beverly Walker. Thank you for your order. You will be getting a thank you email from me momentarily. So thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for liking this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know if you tried homemade oat milk. I've been using it as a pre-poo. Oat milk is amazing. I actually used oat milk before, and I just took like some regular like Quaker oats and put water in it and and strained off the oats and was left with like this milky water. Put it on my hair. It was so soft. So oat milk is the truth. I might do a video on that too. Y'all give me some ideas. Oat milk, yes. Maybe I'll do a video on like hydrating milks, hydrating waters. You like my little pen? Ain't he cute? He has an afro. Ain't it cute? I love that. We're totally gonna do it. We are gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, oat milk, hydrating waters, hydrating liquid, something like that. It's gonna be really good too. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, I missed the live stream. Yep, catch the playback, Jasmine. I'm gonna save it right now. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a beautiful weekend, a wonderful night, and I will see you guys soon. How about making or trying black castor oil water? I've never tried black castor oil water. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna keep going if I don't. All right, I love you guys so much. Bye.